everyone. This side Dr. Nitin Sharma, Assistant Professor Ajay Kumar Engineering College. So today I am discuss about a set and dictionary in Python programming. So basically, if I am talking about a Python data structure, so you can see this is a chart which you can see here the different data types in a Python. So today I am going to discuss about this dictionary and this set. Okay, so we have already discussed about list and tuple in the previous lecture. So you can see from my YouTube channel, you can see the list and tuples, and today I'm going to discuss about a dictionary and set. So one by one we can see it, what is the set and what is dictionary, right? So what is a set? A set is a collection of various items enclosed with the curly braces. So whenever we are going to create a set, so you need to create a set by using a curly braces. The property of this set is the element must be unique. In a set, the element must be unique. There is no duplicate item in a set. Okay, unlike the other collection in Python, just like a list and tuple, so there is no index attached to the element of the set, because there is no indexing associated with the element. So that's why this is a unordered collection, right? In a list and tuple, if I'm talking about a list and tuples are basically ordered collection. Why they are called a ordered collection? Because every element is associated with an index value. But in set, there is no index value attached with the particular item. So that's why it is called a unordered collection. Okay. However, we can print them all together. Either we can print all together with the variable name or the set name, or we can get the list of element by looping through the set. Okay. So if you want to print the element from the list, from the set, so either you can use a loop or either you can just print all the element collectively, right? How we can create a set? So initially we can see a set is created by like S1 is equal to by using a curly braces. So like you can say right here 2, 3, 4, 7. So this is the way you can create a set. So you can see this is the set which is having a 4 element, and all the elements are unique, and all the elements are associated by the comma, all the separated by the comma. If you want to access any element, so you can't access by using this way, just like the list and tuple. So if you are going to write here S1 0, it is giving an error. Why? Because there is no indexing associated with these elements. This is an unordered collection, so there is no indexing here. So if you want to print them, so either you can print S1, or either you can write a loop, because what is set? Set is basically a collection of items. So we can say that it is a sequence. So it is a sequence. So you can use by using for loop. Like you can write here for I in S1, and then you can print I. Understand my point? So one by one is element in this loop getting from the S1 to I, and I is printing line by line, and this loop is running until all the element fetch from the set. Okay, so this is the basic way you can create a set, and you can either print the entire value, not able to print like this. Okay, because there is no indexing associated with particular elements. Got my point? Next, creating a set from a string. So suppose you are having a string. Okay, so string is basically having a collection of alphabets. Okay, so if you want to create a set, so you can use by using a set function. By the using of set function, this string is converted into the particular set. And the main problem is that suppose I am taking here a string S1 is equal to, that is Nitin. Okay, and I just want to create a set for this particular string. So how we can do? We can write S2 is equal to set S1. So what is the output of this S2? Basically this string is converted into a set, and the major property is that the element must be unique. All the elements should be unique. So unique means S2 is basically is having only the N, I, T. These are the 3 elements only in the set, because the duplicate elements are removed from the set. Okay, so set is always having a unique element. Okay, and if you want to create a set from the list, you can also create a set from the list also. So same way you can just write here set and just pass the list here. Either if you want to create a set from the tuple, so same function you can use here. You can just write here set, and in the place of list you can write here the tuple name. So it is automatically convert that tuple or list, whatever sequence you are passing here, it is converted into the set. But the property is, if list and tuple is having a duplicate item, it's just remove them. Got my point? Okay, so if you want to suppose already set is created, and if you want to add some element, so if you want to add some element, there are two ways you can just add the element into the set. First function is that add, right? So add is a function which is used to add the element into the set. Okay, so you can just pass here the element name, and you can just call simply, suppose s2, which is having a 3 element, and you just want to add the 4th element, so you can just write here s2 dot add, and you can just pass here s. Okay, so s is basically added into the s2. Got my point? So this is the way you can element add one by one in a particular set. But if you want to add multiple items at the same time into the set, so you can use by using update function. Update function is basically used to add the multiple item in a single time in particular a set, right? And if you can see this one, so this is basically a square bracket which represent that you can just pass here the list. What is the list of the multiple item? So update is a function which is used to add the multiple item at a time into the set. And how you can pass a multiple item in an update function? You can use by using this list. Okay, so you can just create a list which is having a multiple item. You can just pass here. Got my point? Okay, so this is the way you can just add the element into the set. So what is set? Set is basically an unordered collection in the Python which is having a unique item. There is no duplication in the set. If you want to create a set by using the curly braces, and the item is separated by the comma. So simple. And if you want to create a set by using a predefined sequence like string or list, you can by using set function. Got my point? Next. So these are some more functions available in a set. So first is, if you want to access a set, just like by using a function, by using a for loop. So for x in my s means my set is a variable which is having a set values, and you can using the print function to print the element of particular set. Okay. Next is, so we have already in the previous slide, we have already see that if you want to add an element into the set, you can using the add function and the update function. Similarly, if you want to remove any item from the set, we are having here some functions. So you can see remove element from set. We are here we are having here 4 functions. One by one we will discuss about it. First is remove function. So remove function, you can just whatever element you want to remove, you can just pass here, and it's removed from the set. Understood my point? So suppose there is a set which is having some element 2, 3, 4, 5. So just like you can see here, s1 is equal to, we are having here 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you want to remove 4, so s1 dot remove 4. So it is simply remove 4 from the set 1. Okay. Similarly, the next function is discard. So discard, similarly, you can call here remove, or discard s1 dot discard, and you can just pass here 3. So it's basically remove the 3 from the set. So you can see remove and discard both are basically doing the same thing. So what is the difference between of them, right? Remove is also used for remove the element from the set. Discard is also used to remove the element from the set. So the major difference between of them, that if you are going to remove 4 and 4 is not available here, suppose I am going to remove 8, right? And you can see set is not having that element, that is 8. So it's give an error. So it is basically giving an error if the element is not found, right? If the element is not found, it is giving an error. And if I'm talking about a discard, so if you are going to delete 8 and 8 is not in particular set, so it's just pass them. It is not showing any error, right? If the element is found, it remove it. If element is not found in the set, it just pass it. It is not giving any kind of error here. That is the difference between remove and discard function. Next is pop. So the pop the smallest element and return it, right? So pop function in the set, if there is a small element in particular set, it just remove it and return it. If you want to store into a variable, you can use a variable and you can store it. Just like suppose I am going to delete here s1 dot pop. So pop function is basically remove 2 because 2 is the smallest element in the set. And if you want to store, you can just store into a variable. If you don't want, this is basically optional. If you don't want to store it, just the value is going to the garbage collector. Garbage collector can collect the values and just flush it after the some time. Okay. Next is my s dot clear. Clear all the element. It means it clear all the elements from that particular list set. So all the elements are clear from the set. So set is blank whenever you are calling a clear function. Got my point? So these are the 4 functions which you can use to remove the element from the particular set. Either you can use remove, discard, pop, and clear. All the functions is having some special capabilities. So according to your problem, you can use any function. You can use it. Okay. Next one is more functions in a set, just similar to the set theory, just like union, intersection, difference, comparison, subset, superset. So these are basically set theory functions. Okay, so suppose there are 2 set. If you want to union them, so union you can do by using 2 way. Either you can use a operator, union operator, okay, or either you can use a function name. Okay. Similarly, if you want to do the insertion, either you can use by the AND operator, or either you can use the intersection function. Okay, so union is basically just like suppose S1 is set this one, S2 is set this one. So union is basically which is having both the element, right? And intersection is basically just like this, S1 and S2. So this is basically a intersection, right? And the difference is that so suppose S1 and this is S2. If I am writing here S1 minus S2, so S1 minus S2, that means this is the elements which you can see here. Okay, so the difference is basically, so S1 minus S2 is representing this one, and suppose we are having here this one, so S1 and S2, I am writing here S2 minus S1. So these are the element you can see. Got my point? Next, comparison operator, you can use a greater than, less than, or equal to operator. These are the operators you can use here. Okay, so I can just erase all the links. Okay, yeah. So comparison operator you can use here, less than, greater than, or equal to. These are the operators also you can use in a set. Next is subset and superset. Obviously, if you want to check, this is the subset of a superset. For example, I am having here S1 is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay, and another set is S2 is equal to 4, 7, 9. Okay, so these are basically other 2 set here. And if I want to check S1 is a superset of S2, yes. So you can call this S1 is a superset of S2. So it is written true. If I'm check S2 is the superset of S1. So it is written false. Similarly, S1 is a subset of S2. S1 is a subset of S2. False. S2 is a subset of S1. True. So it is basically written the true or false. So if you want to check it is a subset or a superset of any 2 set, so you can use is set or is superset. Okay. Next is membership operator. So membership operator you can use here in and not in. So if you want to check particular element in a set or not, so you can use by using a membership operator. For example, I just want to check 9 in S1. Okay. So it's written true. And if I can check 9 not in S1, so it is written false. Got my point? For another example we can take here, suppose I am writing here 10 in S1, so it is written false. Okay, so basically the membership operator is used to check that particular item is a member of that particular set or not. Okay, so either you can use in operator or not in operator, you can use any one of them. So you can choose by using this membership operator to check whether that particular element in a set or not. Okay, next is copy of a set. So you can just understand this with an example. S1 dot copy. Suppose I am having here a set this is the most important scenario you can see. If you want to copy any set, so you can use the copy function. Why? I just explain with an example. You can understand by through the memory allocation. So suppose I am having here set that is 2, 3, 4. So whenever I am going to create a set, so set is basically taking a memory. So memory is here, and 2, 3, 4 are stored here. And suppose that the location is 1007. Got my point? And I just want to copy these element to the another one. So if I am writing here S2 is equal to S1. So what is happening here? It is not going to copy that particular S1 element to the S2. No. What exactly is do? S1 is basically pointing out this memory location, right? And whenever I am writing here S2 is equal to S1, so what they do, it is basically pass the reference of this S1 to the S2. So that what exactly means that S2 is also pointing out the same memory location. Got my point? S2 is having the same element which is having a S1 earlier. But the main point is that S2 is also pointing out the same memory location. What exactly the problem is that if you are going to change in S2, it is directly reflect to the S1 because both are pointing out the same memory location. Right? So copy is that. What is the exactly mean of copy? You have to create a copy of these element in the different memory location. So how you can do? You can do like S1 dot copy is equal to S2. Okay, so what basically they do, S1 dot copy is copy that particular all the elements and store into the S2. So what happen is in this scenario, if I'm going to see this scenario, it is allocating a memory at a different location. It is copy the element, and now S2 is pointing out this memory location. Got my point? Now this is not the way. So now if you are going to changing in a S2, it is basically having a different memory location. So S1 is having a different memory location. So there is no reflections here. Suppose I am going to add one element here, 4, 5. So it is basically insert here, but here you can see it is having only a 4 here. Got my point? So whenever you are going to copy any set, you can call a s1.copy function. This is the wrong way if you want to copy any set element from one set to the another set. This is basically a problem whenever we are going to do some code. So I am just doing some mistakes whenever I am going to copy some set value from one set to the another set. Got my point? So this is the main important function in this set. Now I'm talking about a dictionary. So what is a dictionary? Dictionary is again it has unordered key value pair. So set is basically set and dictionary both are basically creating by using the curly braces. Both are basically using the curly braces, but the major difference is that set is having a atomic values and dictionary is basically a key value pair. It is having a 2 value and then make a single state values here, key and values. Okay, a dictionary, why it is called unordered? Similarly, the set is an unordered collection, dictionary is also an unordered collection because there is no indexing associated this particular element, right? So a dictionary is a container which contains other object, so you can not access the item of a dictionary through an indexing. I already told you that dictionary through indexing, but you can access the item of a dictionary through its key value. So by the using of that particular key value, you can access the element. Okay, and the key in a dictionary must be unique. The key must be unique in a dictionary, but the value can be repeated. So in the next line, you can see the value can be any Python object, whereas the key are the immutable Python object, number, string, and tuples. Okay. And you can see in a dictionary, a key and its value is separated by the colon. When I'm going to discuss about a declaration of particular dictionary, you can see it. And key within a dictionary must be unique, while value need not to be. Value can be repeated, but dictionary must be unique, and it is a mutable object. Okay, let's understand. Okay, so you can see how we can create a dictionary. So again, we are going to create a dictionary by the curly braces, but you can see when I am going to create a dictionary by simply the curly braces, it is not creating a dictionary. It is a wrong method, right? what type, if you can check here, what is the type of D1? It is basically written set, because you can see set is also using creating by using the curly braces. So if you are using simply the curly braces, you can just D1 is equal to curly braces. It is creating a set, not dictionary. Dictionary is creating by using the key and the value. So you can see 1 is the key and A is the value, 2 is the key, B is the value, right? This is the way you can create a dictionary. Again, the same question arises that if I want to create a dictionary with the zero element, there is no element in the dictionary. If I want to create a dictionary and I'm not able to create by using the curly braces, how we can create a dictionary? So we can create a dictionary by using the dict function. So by the using of dict function, you can create an object D3, and D3 is now a type of a dictionary type, right? So this is a dictionary. D3 is a dictionary variable, which you can see this is store the key value pair, and this D3 is having a zero element. Next is D4. If you can say dictionary 1 is equal to, no, you never use equal to in a dictionary, you always use the colon here. Okay, again you can see this is another example. You can create a dictionary. Again, you can just pass the any dictionary object here, D5. Okay, another dictionary. This is the way. Another way you can create a dictionary by using the tuple options. Okay, key as a tuple. So 1 1 1 2, these are, you can see I am passing here key as a tuple. And if you want to access, so you can access by using the key value only, and that means you can use D1 key values. And one more option is here, you can using here the get function. By the using of this get function, you can access by the key value your particular item. So the difference is between them. If suppose key is not available, this is giving an error, and if key is not available, it is not giving any kind of error. Okay. If you want to add any element, you can add element by using this way. You can just write a dictionary name and the key is equal to value. If the key is already available, it updates the value. If key is not available, it is added into the dictionary. This is the simple conditions that, right? So this is the homework. You can just write the question and do as a homework. These are the methods one by one. Dictionary.clear, which is clear all the elements. Pop, which is basically pop the element. You can just pass here the key. Dictionary object and key. This is the another way you can just delete the object. Copy, same concept which I already discussed in a set theory. If you want to copy any dictionary element to the another, you can use the copy function. Items is basically select all the items. Key is selected only the keys value. Values is only selected the values. Okay, so keys, values, and item is basically select both of them, key and pair. Sorted function, which is used to sort the dictionary by the using sorted list of keys. It returns the sorted list of keys. Okay, and the membership operator I have already discussed in a set. Similarly, you can apply here membership operator. So that's all. So these are the set and dictionary is a basically collection data structure in Python. And in the next class we discuss about another topic. Thank you so much.